Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be making another blank today. Hopefully you don't mind all these blanks that I keep coming up with. I suppose it's okay as long as I'm kind of turning them really, because it's quite exciting to create the blank and then turn it afterwards. But this is slightly different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a blank out of pencils. Only a little pot, and what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to do this quite quickly so that you can see the whole process of me making the blank, and then I'm going to turn the pencil pot as well. Okay, so I'm going to do two blanks, and then I'll turn one for you in this video. Not too sure which one yet, but I'm going to try one with just no base, so the base will be just the pencils. And then I'm going to I've basically turned this on the lathe to make a tiny little blank. So it's only small, it just fits straight in the bottom of there like that. If you can see that, it just fits straight in the bottom. And then we're going to fill the pencils with on top of that. So I've got these pencils here, which I've just cut off of the bottoms of these really. So we're going to go for the long ones in here, then we'll go for the smaller ones in there. So I'm just going to fill this up. I've already oiled the containers. So we've got two pencil blanks as such. So now what we're going to do is just pour the resin in and leave them to set overnight, and hopefully we can make a nice couple of, hopefully we can make some nice little pots out of these. Now as you'll notice, these pencils are slightly different. I've purchased ones that are just wood on the outside, no colour. And the colour is just going to come from the centre of the pencils, as you can see. So I think this might be just a little bit different, really, than the average pencils that I normally go for. So I saw these and I thought, that might make it quite an interesting project. Let's give it a go. There's my two pencil resin sort of blanks. Can't really see much now because I've taped them all up. But what I've got here on this one, because it's like flat pencils to the top of this wood, I put this wood on here just to stop the pencils from rising up. But what I've done is I've put some of this paper in between, and this is a waxed sheets. I got this idea from Heath Knuckles. He gave me, I asked him what he used on the base here, and it's just this thin kind of like waxed paper. It's ideal really for resin projects, because you do get resin kind of everywhere when you're doing this. Well, I do anyway. You might not, but I put this on the floor, and then any spills, and you can just pick this up and just chuck it in the bin. Then also what I've done, so going back to this, is I've placed a little piece of the wax paper in between the wood, so the wood doesn't get stuck to the pencils when I break all this out when it's set. So that's kind of a nice and easy way. Otherwise you'll end up with this blank stuck to the pencils, which, well, I suppose it's okay, but I don't really need it on there for that purpose. So this is just really just to hold it down. So there we go. I'm going to pop that in the pressure pot now, and we'll get them out and we'll turn them. Right, so here are the blanks that I've taken out of the pressure pot. I think they could be quite interesting actually. They floated up a little bit here, but that's okay, because the resin they'll just look a little bit 3D, I suppose. So there's that one, and then we've got this one here as well. So yeah, these will be quite interesting. Let's get these on the lathe and see what we can make out of them. Here it is. So it's now up in between centres as always. So this is going to be a little pot, but could be fairly interesting because it's made out of pencils and resin. So I'm hoping that it's going to look a little bit different, a little bit funky, and all the colours. And also these pencils as well, slightly different than the normal ones I normally use. So you haven't got all the colours on the outside. So just going to see some of the colours hopefully coming through. So we're going to do the same sort of lid as we normally do, but first what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little tenon on here so I can get it in the chuck. Finish the lid here, as you've seen. I'm going to do this type of version on this lid. You can see through. Well, I can't see through, if you know what I mean, but so you can see through, which looks quite cool. You can see that there, the light going through the gaps of the resin. So that's what I quite like about mixing it up with the resin, because you know you don't have to get all the pencils together. Because the resin fills all the gaps, and that actually looks kind of cool. So that's quite nice. Now I'm going to do a little review of another product I found today. Wait for it. You saw me just use it then, which was this. And yeah, it's a bit of wax, but not just any wax. This is, ready? Shit hot wax stick. Unbelievable. It says that on there. Shit hot wax stick. That is the funniest thing I've come across. I saw this on the internet the other day while I was browsing for more of this, which is really great. And it's sold and made by the same people, I believe. Yep. So we're doing a review on this today, guys. Now I've done that, I've put the wax on it and it's turned out really nicely, but I have also finished it with the friction polish as well. But I'll put a link down below for where I found this. You guys, some of you more probably have seen this before, but if you haven't seen this before, this has got to make you laugh. It has to make you laugh. Shit hot wax stick, excuse my French. But it says it on the tin. So we are getting closer now to the finish of this little pencil pot. Now in some cases, not all, in some cases you'll find, if you're going to try this, that the pencils will, the crayon inside will smear across the wood, and it's an absolute nightmare to try and get a finish. There's a couple of things that you can do, and I'm going to show you one of those today. You may have seen it all before. One of them is to sand on a really fast speed with a coarse bit of sandpaper. Now Steve told me that little trick from Temple Boy Turnings. Thanks, Steve. And that does work. But there are some other pencils out there, and it really does depend upon, I think, what pencils you buy. And this project at the moment is causing me a little bit of a nightmare. I finished this at the moment with a bit of acrylic spray, but I don't ever really like that type of finish. It just doesn't look nice. So I'm going to try to finish this now with CA glue, so a bit of super glue. You may have seen this trick already. Now I've done it already on a couple of pencil projects, and it's turned out really nice. So I'm going to show you this little trick now, and we're going to apply a bit of CA glue, and we're going to use this accelerator, which you can get on eBay. There's not much left. I need to get some more of that. That's going to make it set a lot quicker. That should give a good seal in the pencils. And then what will allow us to do then is then to slightly sand it and then apply our finishes. Because trying to apply the finishes now without sealing it with the CA glue, it's just not going to work. And you can't really seal it with sanding sealer, that's not enough. You need to seal it with this glue. So I'm going to show you that quickly now, and hopefully we can have our finished pencil pot for you. Right, so I've made a little jam chuck here. As you see, you can see the finish that I've done already. It's alright, it's, you know, it's, you could keep it like that, but you can see the finish of the you know, of the acrylic spray, and it's okay in some cases, and I've used it and finished off with using that on some, you know, projects, but I don't know, I just don't really like it. So let's just give this a go. Let's move this out of the way. And there it is, the finished pencil pot. Turned out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. It's got quite a nice finish on it, and as you can see, the CA glue finish actually really works really well. See the inside, and you would have never have achieved that finish without doing the CA glue finish. And again, it's not all the time you get this problem. I have done quite a few pencil projects now, and you know, some pencils are different than others, and they don't smear, regardless whether you cast it in resin or not. Some pencils just don't do it. I suppose there must be a higher quality pencil, but looks like these are probably quite cheap pencils. The finish, to try and get the finish, just wasn't happening. So again, you just apply that super glue finish, and it turns out perfect. Really nice, lovely finish on that. I hope you like it, and I hope you enjoyed watching the another pencil project for some of you, I know. And there's the bottom. You can see the bottom there. It's got quite a funky finish on that. that's it, I suppose. There it is. Hopefully I've got this up for you on a Wednesday. Got a couple of videos coming up, so I thought I'd get this one up on the Wednesday. Is this one going to go up Wednesday? I can't remember now. If this one's going up Wednesday or Friday, I can't remember. Well, it's either Wednesday or Friday you're seeing this, and but I'm hoping to get 2 videos up this week, so there will be one coming up on Wednesday. So if it is Wednesday now you're watching this video, obviously, and then there is one coming on Friday as well. So I do hope you enjoyed watching another turning video, and I hope you enjoyed watching the finish on this piece. If you haven't clicked the subscribe button, please do so now, and you'll be notified. Actually, no, you won't be notified of my videos. I think what you've got to do is you've got to click on the notification. So even if you do subscribe, did you know this? I didn't know this, because I was missing loads of videos from my other wood turning friends going up, and I was like, I didn't know this was up already. But even if you're subscribed to the channel, you have to click on the little bell on the right hand side, and then if you click on the bell, then you'll get notified of every time I upload a video. It just sends you a little instant message, really, or either an email, I think an email or a text or something. It just pops up, you know, on your phone, you know, NZ Woodturning has just uploaded a video. If you haven't got that turned on, then you won't know that I've uploaded a video. Unless you check YouTube, obviously you might miss it. So click the subscribe if you haven't done that. Click the little bell if you haven't done that. Give us a like, and maybe share the pot if you want. That would always help, sharing, and comment below something positive. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to all my new subscribers, and of course all my old ones. I'll see you again soon.